Sup. My name is Ryu for the TheYugiohCouncil. As the title says, Denko Sekka banned? What? Some people, believe it or not, want this card banned because when this card's played, an OTK follows. So I'm going to break this whole thing down how I feel about it. Number one, I don't have an issue with it. Let me just make that very clear. I personally don't. Number two, it seems like two decks are the reason this is basically becoming an issue for some people. Shadows, which I think that was pretty obvious. I called that one a while ago, and Necrots. Now, why these two decks? Well, Shadows really don't need to play back row in the sense that normal decks need to play back row, and then you have Necrots, which only play some Scolding, which is hilarious. So she's basically a cold wave for set spells and traps, and neither player can activate spells, traps, or face out on the field when she's up. So let's see. 1700 body, honestable, but neither one of the decks I talked about plays honest with it. Most decks play huge back row, so card is bad and deserving of a ban because of huge back row. Well, here's the problem with that whole statement. I have to break it down this way. People want it banned because of OTKs. Now, if OTKs don't exist, which let's be realistic here, they're pretty much always going to exist at some fucking point, then this card is okay. But you're giving up your normal summon for it. Now, for a lot of decks, especially like my Chaos Dragons, giving up a normal summon, I may want to summon something else, unless, she's in the grave and I have graveyard usage here. I just don't see how this is a problem right now, in all honesty. I understand basically, hey, free Shadow Fusion, free freaking Necrot's Ritual, let me just keep dropping this shit. I think what it is, it's pretty much because of the way the game is right now with all the back row, compared to like OCG's super hyper reactive. I'm gonna just attempt to OTK you, do my giant combo, and if I don't kill you, you do your giant combo. That's pretty much OCG in a nutshell. When it comes to TCG, Denko Sekka is is more powerful, just for the fact that we have more back row to really play around with. We're more back row heavy, as where OCG is just what I just said in a nutshell. Is the card worthy of a ban? In all honesty, I don't think so. It's a freaking cold wave. People, it's just overreacting because they can't play their 5 back row. Let's be honest here. Let's not bullshit each other. People still play 5 back row. It still happens. And if you're going first and you're going to make the argument, well, I had 4 set back row, still 4 set back row. Now, you could randomly mind crush this from your opponent's hand on their turn. You could, if you're feeling that threatened by it. On top of this, you could sound warning it. I hear that's a pretty good thing to do, so you don't get OTK'd. 2,000 light points. You're gonna have to react to it in those senses. So maybe there's some kind of counter trap card out there that no one's playing that will be able to jump over Denko Sekka. I really don't have an issue with it because, things like Gores and Treggodia exist, but people don't want to utilize them for whatever God knows fucking reason. And I know not every deck's going to be able to utilize those. I respect that. I feel it's just kind of one of those things where people are overreacting to the fact that Denko Sekka is really good right now because of the set 5 back row, and if the set 5 back row mindset wasn't there, then this thing wouldn't even see the light of day when it comes to competitive play. But because Shadows pretty much went unhit, and I said this before, and Necrots jumped down a little bit, yeah, Shadows still have that bad matchup against that deck, but everything else jumped down just a little bit to allow Shadows to rise up just a little bit more, and obviously we're starting to see that. And especially with this card, it keeps the Tellarknights going, nope, you can't play the game right now, nope. But I think with Star Service we may see a shift again, so who's to say during that time frame you wouldn't want to give up your normal summon for this card when you want to make a play with Star Service. So keep that in mind. Let me know what you guys think down below. Do you think it should be banned? Do you think it should be limited? Do you think it should be semi-limited or just left the fuck alone? In all personal opinion for myself, I honestly think a semi-limit would be fine, but most people play 2, so if it's going to get hit, it's got to go to 1 or 0, which is unfortunate because I think it's a good balancer, and I know some people are going to hate me for saying it's a good balancer, but it's only got 1700 attack, so Just saying. Just saying. You know, smashing ground exists for a reason and everything else. So, thanks for watching. Make sure to rate, comment, subscribe. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.